It's time for a quick shout-out. The Country Riders Snowmobile Club and the Tetreault family would like to thank the following sponsors. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealership in Newport, Vermont. The Pick and Shovel, hardware, footwear, clothing, pets, ice cream, and so much more on Coventry Street in Newport, Vermont. The Junction Restaurant, fine family dining on Route 101 in Troy, Vermont. Waltz Sales and Service, your dealer for Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Derby, Vermont. South Bay Auto and Industrial Supply, your hometown Napa Auto Parts dealer in Newport, Vermont. And McDonald's Restaurant on the Derby Road in Derby, Vermont. Also, this podcast is made possible by Mike at the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast. I do a live podcast every Thursday at 9 p.m. Search for the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast on Facebook and YouTube for previous episodes of the podcast. Click the link in the description to have your favorite Vintage Snowmobile logo printed on a t-shirt, hoodie, mug, sticker, or magnet. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Now back to the Vintage Snowmobile Show in Newport Center, Vermont. Well, good morning, friends. We are here live in Newport Center, Vermont. Our friends at the Country Riders Snowmobile Club, as well as the Tetreault family, are putting on a vintage snowmobile event. Today, of course, is Saturday, February the 11th, 2023. Going live at 10:30, according to schedule. And it's a pretty good turnout. The weather is wonderful. It's mild. It's in the high 20s, not really much wind to speak of. And the only challenges we're having is it's rain and it's wet. And all the vehicles with trailers are up there bringing their sleds down here, and there's some serious wet spots. But the show must go on, as they say, and it is. Now, I've got a sheet here in front of me, just handed to me. There were some local sponsors. If you saw in the roll-in here at the beginning of the program, there's some sponsors who are sponsoring this show, local sponsors, and they've got some prizes that they'll be giving away a little later in the day. Let's take a look at what these prizes are. We've got from United Ag and Turf. That's the local John Deere dealer. They're giving away 2 sweatshirts with a $40 value for each one. Pick and Shovel, big hardware store in Newport, Vermont, and they don't limit themselves to hardware. They sell all kinds of stuff. But they've got a cordless drill they're giving away a little later in the day, $50 value. A tool set, $30 value. The Junction Restaurant just down the road here in Troy, Vermont. Excellent restaurant. My girlfriend and I dine there pretty regular. They're giving away a gift certificate, $50 value. And of course, over in Newport, Vermont, the local Napa Auto Parts store, South Bay Auto Industrial Supplies, they've got a gift certificate they're giving away valued at $25. And this is just the first page. So if you're in the area, come on down and you could be eligible for some of these prizes. All right, page 2. So the hosts, we're on the Tetreault property right now. They're the ones co-hosting the event with the Country Riders Snowmobile Club. They've got some Dunkin' Donut gift cards, $25 and 2 $15. Oh, and also 2 $15 McDonald's gift cards. And then James Bartley owns the local McDonald's. He's got 18 cards for free value meals. And what else have we got here? Larry and Diane Tetreault, owners of Jenny Machines of Lindenville, grilling hot dogs. They're going to be grilling hot dogs right over in that building over there. Also, Troy General Store. Anthony Blay has provided Mackenzie hot dogs and buns, again, which they're cooking right over in the trailer over there. Now, Gene Couture of CTI Couture's Trucking has provided the enclosed trailer. I keep pointing to that trailer, but that's where all the action is in the way of food. And then Diane Tetreault of Tetreault Lumber Incorporated, they're, of course, the landowner. And we're on the Tetreault property right now. I think that might be the house. That is a barn or garage, and then they've got a wood mill over there. That must be Tetreault lumber. So yeah, be sure and patronize some of these local businesses if you're in the area. Because they've gone a long way towards supporting this show. And if you support a show like this, you're supporting the vintage snowmobile community. So if you like vintage snowmobiles, it's a great way to give back to them for doing that and helping to make this possible. There's Robert right there. He's the landowner. So let's take a walk down these sleds. We're going to be doing interviews with some of these sled owners as we can catch up with people. And then we've got some other people that want to talk to us. So we've got a full at least hour or two planned here. Got some nice blizzards here. Now last year we were filming this particular blizzard and we were asking the audience what year we thought it was, and this is a 79. The tag on there says 79. And these blizzards, here we go. Someone's excited. This blizzard, all three of these are owned by Doug Matten, I think. I'll check the other tags to be sure. These might be someone else. Let me see. Andy Matten. So these must be family sleds. These are some beautiful blizzards. So this one is a 79. These two are 1980, the 9500 and the 7500. I think we've got a EXT back there. How you doing? Good, you? Oh, thank you. So yeah, I've got an EXT. I'm thinking early 90s. If anyone's viewing this, make a comment. What do you think? What year do you think that Prowler is? Or EXT, I'm sorry. But they had a Prowler around the same time that looked very similar to that. We've got a Yamaha Enticer. I don't think it's Enticer Larry's. If it were, he'd probably want to jump this whole line of sleds. And who's to stop him? Got a Spitfire. Now, there's a really cool story behind this Spitfire. Looking forward to hearing that. We're going to catch up with someone a little later to hear that story. And then these threads here, these sleds here, the Merc and the Rebels belong to our good. I'm sorry, the Rups. One of them is a Rebel, but these belong to Ray Parento, a good friend of mine. I've videotaped these on numerous occasions, with the exception, of course, of this Mercury. That's a recent acquisition, so I have not had a chance to hear this backstory on that as to what's going on with that sled. But he's stepped out, but he's going to be back, and I hope to catch up with him for the story on those. And I'm fooling around with my gear here trying to get situated. That's why the camera's bouncing. Give me one moment here, and I'll be situated, and we can go on with the program. Okay, so these are Ray Parento's sleds, these Rups. Beautiful machines. And this is a recent acquisition as well. I think last summer he got that, and I've been to his house to record commentary on that. It's a very impressive sled, as are all his sleds. He has a very impressive collection. And then we've got some of the Bristol sleds. They're mixed in here, but this is one. This is a. Let's take a look. This is Mark Bristol's sled. 71 Arctic Puma Z. Only 96 of these made. Beautiful shape too. Then we've got a modern Renegade. And I want to try to catch up with Mark Bristol. He owns this sled. This is a very limited production prototype sled. And he's got a story on that to tell us. I'm going to try to catch up with him at some point. This is the Presidential SST. And if I remember correctly, the way he told me, it was a prototype for how they're going to do the 76 TNT. They gave it out to some of the executives to see what their feedback was, and they gave feedback and made changes for the iconic SST that came out in 76.
One side of the whole thing is
Panther.
the other side is body area.
So this is a 68 Panther. That belongs to Lucas Bristol, who's standing right there. He's talking to somebody. We'll catch up with him in a little while for some stories on these sleds. And this is a racing sled with a lot of history. This belonged to Steve Fenoff, who won. This is a very winning sled for him, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I will try to catch up with Lucas for the story on this in a little while. And Brian Barnard owns this 1980 Kawasaki.
So are these the only two sleds that we've got there?
Ooh, just lost my footing. Even canines like vintage snowmobiles. How about that? I think he's going to take care of business over there. Yeah. So we got some John Deeres. A lot of John Deeres here today. An interesting story about John Deere's. We're, as I said earlier, we were on the Tetreault property. At one time, this was a John Deere dealership, I think back in the 70s, and they used to sell, if I heard the story correctly, I think they used to sell John Deere snowmobiles right here from this location. And these are some older rear engine sleds and antique sleds. Let's see. Reggie Field, 1964. Beautiful, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You have sleds here today?
No, I don't have them.
No? All right. We're live, by the way, if you want to wave. Cool. Nice to meet you. We'll just come around the other side of here. Real early Ski-Doo here. Thinking early 60s. 65, all right. That's a beautiful shape. I don't know if this belongs to Reggie Field as well. Dan Field, same family, I would imagine. Been an older Snow Sport by Rupp. This is a 68 Rupp GT300 owned by Reggie Field. And I was speaking with him earlier. He's agreed to interview with me, so we'll try to catch up with him for an interview. Looking around trying to see where he is. But got a whole lot of people we want to interview today. We're just getting started, by the way. If you're just joining us, we are just getting started. This is a 64 Polaris Snow Traveler K12. I believe this is the one he climbs Mount Washington with. We'll have to ask him when we catch up with him for an interview. This is a Voyager, I believe. Snow Traveler Voyager series. '64, yeah, Danfield. Yeah, Danfield. And we've got a Moto Jet over here. Very cool with that bulbous headlight. Cool seat too. Looks like kind of a ski slope with a jump or something. The iconic chaparrals. Remember these from back in the day? Very nice. Oh, I wanted to see who this belonged to. Scott Peck, Motojet, 1970 or 71. And then the Chaparral SS 440, 1972. Kelly Griswold owns this. Very nice. I remember these back in the day. Just make a little adjustment here with camera. Okay, we're back in business. Then we've got a Raider. Okay, love the twin tracks. Kenny Griswold, 1972 Raider 400. Something. Was this Kenny or Kelly? So there's Kenny and Kelly Griswold. I wanted to make sure that wasn't a typo or if my eyes weren't playing tricks on me. Another Chaparral. Kelly Griswold, Chaparral 340 Executive from 1971. That's in sweet shape too. Look at that. And we've got a Pantera. That looks like 79-ish or so. I just saw them pull in. It's usually a his and hers Pantera couple that come in. But yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to regroup here. We've made one pass down these sleds. I'm going to try to catch up with some people for interviews. But before we do, I'm going to get queued up here. I want to do some shout outs because there are a lot of people that have worked to make this possible today. A lot of local businesses who have contributed their time and their effort and some of their inventory, and of course money to make this happen. So we want to give them a shout out. So let's do that. We'll catch up with you in about 1 minute.
It's time for a quick shout out. The Country Riders Snowmobile Club and the Tetreault family would like to thank the following sponsors. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealership in Newport, Vermont. The Pick and Shovel, hardware, footwear, clothing, pets, ice cream, and so much more on Coventry Street in Newport, Vermont. The Junction Restaurant, fine family dining on Route 101 in Troy, Vermont. Waltz Sales and Service, your dealer for Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Derby, Vermont. South Bay Auto and Industrial Supply, your hometown Napa Auto Parts dealer in Newport, Vermont. And McDonald's Restaurant on the Derby Road in Derby, Vermont. Also, this podcast is made possible by Mike at the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast. I do a live podcast every Thursday at 9 p.m. Search for the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast on Facebook and YouTube for previous episodes of the podcast. Click the link in the description to have your favorite Vintage Snowmobile logo printed on a t-shirt, hoodie, mug, sticker, or magnet. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Now back to the Vintage Snowmobile Show in Newport Center, Vermont.
Annual, and the first annual was a great show, and so was this one. So they are off to a good start with their tradition of putting on a vintage snowmobile show every winter. Hopefully these they'll just keep doing this year after year after year, and if they do, I'll be around. I'll tell you that. They get food and so forth going over there, and some of the food and a trailer and like that have been donated by local businesses. In a minute, I'll take a look at some of the prizes they'll be giving away. But let's see if we can find someone to interview. Got a Ski-Doo coming in. But I know there's a few people here that I wanted to catch for an interview. Got some nice modern sleds over here too, by the way. But, where are they? Oh, here we go. All right, we're going to try to catch up with Mark Bristol here. Yeah, we've got Lucas and Mark Bristol over here. Yeah, I think they're trying to get away. Hey, is this a good time for an interview? To talk up some of the sleds you guys brought?
He does. He'll do it. He's an interviewer.
Flip a coin.
He is. He's the good one for it. Not much of a public speaker. No.
No?
He is. He's a better public speaker.
Cool. This is father and son, by the way, Mark Bristol and Lucas Bristol. Cool, and they've got some beautiful sleds here today.
Want to talk about the presidential?
Yeah, let's go in on that one. Definitely, there's a great story on this. He was telling me about this earlier, and yeah, you're going to like this story.
So what they did for this model, this presidential model, they built them in '74 as a trial to see how they liked them, and only members of the presidential council got them. I think there's like 160. They were all 440s. And they had the red trim on them. So they made these to get feedback on the 75 year model. And it came back that they didn't like the red. And they didn't think there was enough decals on them. So now you'll see the 75s have blue and black decals. There's no red at all.
I'm going to get on this side. I'm putting a shadow on it. Oh, still am. There we go. Now, if we can go back a little, the Presidential Council you're talking about, is that part of the organization at Snowjet that you're talking about? Okay, yeah.
Snowjet. Yeah.
Well, yes, continue. Yeah, continue with the story.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, they're free air, full 40s, Nobody really knows how many was made, but I'm hearing like 166. I don't know.
That is very cool.
Yeah, so the red, you won't see them very often, the red.
Yeah, that's pretty rare to see. Very cool. Very cool. And then over here, we've got that sled that was raced by Steve Fenoff. You feel like talking that up? And
Luke knows more about that one than I do. I do know it won the.
you don't want to come in?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, there he is. That's something he knows more than I do. But Steve Fenoff raced it.
Yeah. Let's go in a little closer.
I think he actually won the Kilkenny Cup with it.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's about all I know, but it runs
Yeah.
numerous races. We actually reunited. He reunited Steve in the sled here a year or so ago. Steve came over and brought his mechanic, and they verified that it was the one race by some welding that was done on inside the chain case. So that's how they identified it.
Wow, that must have been a moment when they pulled the chain case open and saw that weld.
I wasn't there, but I'm sure it was.
Yeah, that must have been something.
That's just how it was raced. There's nothing been done to it.
Just like you see it. That's amazing. And let's see what the plaque says. This is Steve Fenoff's race sled when he drove for Calkins Cat. He raced in the USSA division in '71, winning numerous races throughout the East. Yeah, he's a legendary racer for sure. And he was inducted into the Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame, I think 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's where they reunited Steve and the sled.
Yes, in front of Cranes. Yeah.
Crane.
Yeah, there's an image of that. In fact, I'll pop that on the screen when I edit this.
Yeah, I think there's a picture of the Kilkenny Cup with it as well.
Sweet.
But yeah, there's a lot of history there.
Yeah, there's some serious history sitting there, for sure. And then a little further down the line, you've got a Puma, right?
Oh, yeah. That one's a 71 Arctic Cat Puma Z, 292. And it's twin
Come in a
carbs.
little closer for good audio. Come in a little closer for good audio.
It's got dual carbs,
Yeah.
two 34 millimeter, crossover stinger pipes. It actually looks like a regular Puma until you open the hood. And it's just different.
Wow.
And they made 96 of them.
96.
96 total.
Real limited edition.
Yep.
Are we able to open the hood, or is that something
Sure.
that's...
And the only thing you'll find C on this on the name tag on the plate. That's the only place.
Interesting.
So I think they were kind of trying to hide it a little bit.
Sure. The expression is the greater part of valor. Is that... Try to come around this side here. Sweet. So what are we looking at here?
So you got dual carbs there.
Yeah.
Crossover pipes, stinger pipes. So it was actually made for racing.
Has it seen combat on the track? Or?
Not with me.
Not with you.
Nope.
And how long have you had it?
I probably had it 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Sweet.
I actually found it in Maine.
Maine.
Yeah.
Nice.
It actually sounds really good too.
Sweet.
See if it starts.
Yeah. Let me back up a little, give you some room here. Sure.
You look right over that car and never even see it. Maybe not today.
It's all right. Oh, we're getting closer. Yeah, that's got an amazing sound to it, doesn't it? Gotta love that. Yeah, that's very cool, man. Very, very cool. Well, cool. Anything else we can think of to say about it? Or?
I think that's about it.
Yeah. cool. I appreciate it, Mark.
Yeah, no problem. Nice talking to you.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing. Mark Bristol owns Performance Powder Coating. Do you feel like doing a shameless plug for your business?
Sure. We're in the Fairbanks Scale Building in St. Johnsbury. We powder coat a lot of snowmobile parts too. I do a lot for my buddy Ray, who's sleds are right next to me. But yeah, we can do anything, any color. Yeah.
Nice. Do you want to show some of the parts on here that have been powder coated, just to give people a sense of what can be done?
I don't know if I've done any on it. I haven't done any on that.
Yeah, because this is fairly new to him.
Done the skis on this one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm maybe about it on this one.
Yeah.
This one's Ray just got this, so we haven't done nothing to that.
Sure. Now, on your other sleds that are here, are there examples of things you powder coated?
There isn't.
Okay.
But I brought my drifter. I've done a lot on that one.
Yes.
But no, not really on none of these.
Sure.
Because Luke's is unrestored.
Okay.
The snow jet's unrestored.
Sure. What are some of the common parts that a snowmobiler will send to you for powder
The
coating?
handlebars, skis, a lot of skis. Grab rail on the back. And things like that. Belt guards.
Sure.
That type of stuff.
And what is their intention with that? To give a protective coating, or the appearance of it, or both? Or both, yeah.
And it is better than paint, more durable. It's baked on. It's a baked on finish.
Sure, much more durable.
Yeah.
Can withstand more abuse.
Right. Right.
And it's a nice finished appearance too, a real smooth look.
It can be any color too, as well. Many colors, candy colors. We can match about anything.
Nice.
Race car chassis, we do a lot of them.
Sure. And for people who may not be here in Newport, who are thinking maybe to ship something, you people ship things to you and you ship them back,
sure.
powder coated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
And it's Performance Powder Coating, St. Johnsbury, Vermont. Is there a good phone number in case someone wants to call you?
802-535-5096.
Wonderful.
We have Facebook and a website also.
So just look for Performance Powder Coating,
Right.
St. J, Vermont, St. Johnsbury, Vermont.
Yeah. If you go to our Facebook page, you can actually go on there and fill out a form electronically, what you got, what you want done to it, and just send it to us.
And you can get back to them with a quote.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool deal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that, Mark.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you're viewing, Mark's a good friend of mine. He's a vintage snowmobile lover. And if you like vintage snowmobiles, he's the guy to send your parts to.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
For sure. And if you do, tell him you saw him on the podcast, on the
Yeah,
Vintage
that would be
Snowmobile
great.
podcast. Be sure to mention that. Cool deal.
All right.
Thank you. I
Thanks,
appreciate it. Sure. So we got like a Everest coming in? No, it's Blizzard maybe. Yeah, I think it's a Blizzard. But the front end looks a little like an Everest too. I don't know.
One or the other.
Yeah. Cool deal. Well, cool. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can catch up with Reggie Field. He's right over there. I'm going to see if I can narrow him away from. Well, cool.
Yeah, get him.
Yes. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. So, yeah, it's starting to get to be a good crowd here. If you're just joining us, we are in Newport Center, Vermont, at a Vintage Snowmobile Show. This is put on by the Country Riders Snowmobile Club and the Tetreault family. We are on the Tetreault property right now. This is formerly the site of a John Deere dealership. They used to sell John Deere snowmobiles here back in the day. And I'm going to try to catch up with a guy for an interview. But before we do, we've got to do some shout outs. There are some local businesses who have been very generous in donating time, money, and some of their inventory to support this snowmobile show, this Vintage Snowmobile Show. So we're going to give them a quick shout out, and we'll be back with you here in about a minute. And while that's playing, I'm going to go see if I can get this guy for an interview, and we'll catch up with you on the other side.
It's time for a quick shout out. The Country Riders Snowmobile Club and the Tetreault family would like to thank the following sponsors. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealership in Newport, Vermont. The Pick and Shovel, hardware, footwear, clothing, pets, ice cream, and so much more. on Coventry Street in Newport, Vermont. The Junction Restaurant, fine family dining on Route 101 in Troy, Vermont. Waltz Sales and Service, your dealer for Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Derby, Vermont. South Bay Auto and Industrial Supply, your hometown Napa Auto Parts dealer in Newport, Vermont. And McDonald's Restaurant on the Derby Road in Derby, Vermont. Also, this podcast is made possible by Mike as a Vintage Snowmobile podcast. I do a live podcast every Thursday at 9 p.m. Search for the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast on Facebook and YouTube for previous episodes of the podcast. Click the link in the description to have your favorite Vintage Snowmobile logo printed on a t-shirt, hoodie, mug, sticker, or magnet. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Now back to the Vintage Snowmobile Show in Newport Center, Vermont.
All right, so we are back, and I managed to find Reggie Fields to talk up his snowmobiles, and these are his snowmobiles here, his family snowmobiles. And how you doing today, Reg?
Very good.
Good. Nice to see you again.
You too. I had that when I bought it in 1977.
77.
Yeah.
This first one we're looking at here, the first red one.
We repainted it and did the motor over. And, we take it out, and we've gone to Mount Washington with that one about 5 or 6 times.
Wow.
With it.
So that's been up Mount Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. You're right in the shot. Sorry. That's all right.
Yeah, that's been up Mount Washington 5 or 6 times or more.
Wow.
We don't always get to the top.
Sure.
Halfway. So this year we're supposed to go up for the Polaris' 60th anniversary.
So it'll be Polaris is only the rear engine sleds?
Yeah,
or-
that's it.
Wow.
No other machine.
And the times that you're not able to make it up to the top, is it the weather that's stopping it? Or
Weather.
Okay, yeah,
When you get above the tree line, different world.
sure.
Different world.
Now, does the wind blow the snow off the trail and make it hard to go, or
Well,
Or-
we go up the
or
outer
they're
route.
drifting, or
We travel the outer route, and of course they groom it a little bit for their machine. But,
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we just can't go up because sometimes it takes the snow right off the road, so you're on bare ground.
so nothing for those cleats to bite on?
No, they
Sure.
don't do too well on that.
Yeah,
And the other machine. is
yeah. The Ski-Doo here.
Dan's,
That's Dan. And Dan is your son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey there. We got. You say you prefer Dan or Daniel?
It's Dan.
Dan. Nice to meet you, Dan.
You too.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 1965 Ski-Doo. It's got a Kohler 8 horse. So if you notice, if you come around and look at the engine, that's a yellow engine on that.
Let's take a look at that real quick. Oh yeah, look at that.
In Malone, New York. Elliott and Hutchins. They used to have the yellow Kohlers. So they would be like for the power companies, trappers, and then some customers still wanted the 4-stroke. But this was kind of the end of the era of the 4-stroke, and more so the 2-strokes. Really, people really wanted those.
Sure.
This is kind of the end of the 4-stroke.
I know a guy's got a motor for
But that's what this is here. This is a 1968 Rupp.
Okay, yeah.
This is all original.
All original. Wow.
Yeah, a friend of mine down in Concord had this. Arnold Cohen. My father owned this.
Yeah.
And I just don't think this sled was ridden much. And so we got it going. But it's just nice old piece.
Yeah.
My father's 1964 Voyager. He had that for quite a few years. A friend of mine had that and restored that, who's since passed away.
Yeah.
Frank Scott, and he did a lot of riding up in Millinocket and up in the Allegheny. We went on a lot of rides, as well as mine. 1964 with the Onan. We did a lot of riding up in Millinocket and Steve Campbell and Wayne Campbell. Their father was the first dealer in Maine to be a Polaris.
Sure.
And we did a lot of, probably a group of us, probably like 15 guys. We saw on these rides up there. It's just a great time. And we'd go on these old snow trails.
That's amazing.
And so it was a lot of fun and a lot of enjoyment on riding on this old iron. It'd go very fast.
Sure. I'm noticing this patch here on your jacket. Is that a memento of one of those rides?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Sweet.
You'll see a decal on the front windshield of mine with one of the cab.
Yeah.
And that was from one of the rides up there.
Wow.
And, Polaris did a lot of testing in northern Maine. Because in the early 60s.
Yeah.
And the snow conditions were a lot different in Maine than they were in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So Erlen Campbell got the Alan Hakeem and David Johnson, got them out there. And, the machine may go good in Minnesota where it's hard going, but get out here in the depths of Maine where the snow is really deep.
Yeah.
You gotta do some re-engineering. So they did. Oh, from 1961 to probably 1966, Polaris came out and they tested these machines out there, and and that's where these double tracks really came in. So,
Shall we get in a little closer to maybe look at some
Sure,
details
absolutely.
on these?
12-horse Kohler here on this one here. Electric start with reverse.
And this is the gear for the reverse, or that engage the.
Where engages it.
Nice. And you could fit two on there.
Two.
Three if you're friendly. How wide is that track? Is it a single
30
track or 30-inch track?
There's dual tracks.
Dual tracks. Okay.
Dual tracks. Yes.
So that gave pretty good flotation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice.
Pretty hard to get this machine started.
Yeah. And does this articulate?
Yes, it does.
It does. All right. Because I saw that one articulating when they came in.
Yep.
And that gives an advantage, keeps the track in contact with the
Correct.
ground, and
Correct.
so you have good traction at all times.
Yep. It's got wooden high facts, so they're rock maple. So
Oh yes.
pretty
yeah.
much like the modern snowmobile of today still has it's nylon high facts, but so
Still the same concept.
And 4-stroke snowmobiles come back to 4-stroke even today.
True. Yeah. We come full circle.
Full circle.
And this father and son right here.
Yeah.
This is cool. Very cool.
We got the play toys.
Yes. And tell me about this canvas cover, this canvas enclosure.
This was something that Polaris and even in Maine, Erlen Campbell, there's a few, like a boat, for instance, would have pretty much kind of the same design, like a early stages of a boat.
Yeah.
So it keeps you out of the wind. And so this, if you didn't want this, like on a nice day like today, you could fold this all up and fold right up to the windshield and tie it off. Polaris also made fiberglass cabs, and so it'd be a full fiberglass cab, open on each side, but would have canvas doors, so you could pass through. The only disadvantage with a cab, you can't stand up, because some areas you want to be able to stand up.
Give it a little body English.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if it's really cold out, it really cuts the wind.
Yeah.
We've been on Mount Washington before, and I've been on lot with this machine. I can be in my ball cap, and everybody else is fur hat.
That's cool.
So
That's amazing.
We tell them that ain't fair.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
but it has, these have storage compartments. The front,
Oh, storage in there. Oh, yeah.
So,
Wow. That is
small
cool.
child in there.
Totally.
You have like a glove box, you know, inside the cab.
Yeah. That's what this is here?
Correct.
Wow, how about
Yep.
that? That's amazing. You got a flashlight in there, period
yeah.
flashlight,
First aid kit.
a mirror, first aid kit, like you say. Wow. And kind of a chain-driven steering.
It's 3-to-1 steering.
3-to-1, yeah?
Yep.
Good. And then what are we talking about back here?
Same design as this one.
Yeah.
This is forward and reverse. Everything's all shielded as far as your guards. Planetary transmission. So these transmissions basically, you know, were basically used where like on little like rollers, you know, like for rolling driveways. That's what this stuff was used for. And that's what kind of where players got their idea to use this. But they're a great. It's a snow knapsack transmission that's still made today.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But own an engine.
Yeah.
You know, they're good commercial engine. Everything's 12 volt. Runs on regular gasoline. 4-stroke engine.
Yeah.
You know, people will ask us, you know, how loud is this? And it's no louder than your lawn.
Wow.
So
That's cool. Very cool. And these are both 64s?
both 64.
Yeah. Very cool. Now, what were they thinking as far as different models? Is there, I guess, as far as the application of it, is one for one type of application and this one for another, or?
Like the one way over.
Yeah.
Kind of like what they consider like the sport line model. You know, for you know, most of probably one person and
Recreational.
Correct. And these were used, you know, sporting camps, ski areas,
Utility
you know,
companies,
and
things like
for
that.
pleasure, but
Sure.
they're kind of more geared towards industrial type of thing. And then as people got using it, hey, you know, this is kind of fun to drive. So then they, you know, really kind of took off. And these were not the biggest ones in Polaris Hill. They had a Mountaineer.
Oh, they
The
did.
Mountaineer was bigger. It had the bigger 24 horse pole. And that was an opposed cylinder. And so it was a longer sled.
Yeah.
So, and it was heavier. So, I mean, this sled here weighs probably about 950 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So then the Mountaineers, those were about, you know, 1,200 pounds.
Sure.
So they're a heavy sled.
Yeah. But that weight probably gives the cleats that much more bite with the engine right over the track like that.
One thing you do not like is like slushy conditions.
Sure.
It's not made for slushy conditions. But you know, unfortunately, the way our winters are now, I mean, you know, it's you get a warm day like today, slush. But you know, you kind of pick your areas where you want to ride.
Yeah.
But when the snow was, I mean, on one of our trips that we were in Maine, one of our friends, he was in some deep snow. I mean, really deep snow. The snow was well up into here.
Really? Wow. You'd have flotation in that?
It's virtually impossible to get it stuck.
That's amazing.
It's like a snow track.
Nice.
They really perform well. It's a nice, agile little machine.
Nice. And if you find you're getting in trouble, you put it in reverse and try to go back and forth to get yourself out of it.
Keep working yourself, you know, at trail. So, they're just a nice machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Enjoyable. You can talk, you know, when you're riding on it. Talk, you know, the person you're riding with, have a conversation. Just fun to drive.
Very cool. And what would have been the application for this? Is this a little bigger?
just a little bigger, just engine, you know, just different engine choice.
Just a different variation on.
Correct, and probably you know different costs, you know.
Sure.
So
What's the weight of this one?
this is probably it probably weighs a little bit more due to the engine.
Yeah.
But it's not that far off as far as in weight because the Kohlers they were heavy engines.
Sure. Cool deal. Well, I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
And I got something for you. I think I gave you a DVD earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got a got a DVD and a free Amsoil catalog.
All right. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you. It was Dan, right?
Dan.
Cool deal.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Appreciate it.
Cool deal. That was cool. So we got a good deep dive on these. Learned a lot. Very, very cool.
This one came from up in Milwaukee. Originally. Yeah.
So yeah, if you're just joining us, we're at the Newport Center Vintage Snowmobile Show put on by the Country Riders Snowmobile Club and the Tetreault family. We're on the Tetreault family property right now. Got a really nice turnout. They got all kind of food and yeah, all kinds of stuff. And see if we can find someone else to interview. Oh, let's watch him start up this sled here. You mind if I film you doing that? Cool. Yeah, I got some nice John Deere sleds here. Now, did you say you had somebody who wanted to tell a story on that Spitfire?
Oh, his girlfriend.
Is she handy?
She's the one signing people up. Actually, with the white tooth on, I think, over there.
All right, by the over here by the barbecue.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me go. So let me go. Oh, I see who you put suspended. Over here or over there?
Nope. Underneath the
Under the tent. Okay. Well, cool. Let's. You mind introducing me to her real quick and see if we can get it going? So yeah, there's a cool story about that John Deere Spitfire over there. We're gonna see if we can catch up. Yeah, we're going live. See if we can catch someone for a story.
Oh,
How you doing?
oh, what about it?
Do you have a minute to go over next to it and tell the story about about how you?
Tell a story.
Yeah, and it has to be true.
Okay.
No tall tales. Over there, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and all I'm looking for basically is, my name is, and this is our Spitfire, and then just tell the story of how you came to be in possession of it.
You ride it over?
Well, my name's Abby Degelet, and my boyfriend Cameron Tetreault traveled 4 hours to Maine to pick up one of their other old vintage snowmobiles. Saw this one in the back of a shed and came home and didn't stop talking about it for a couple months. So I decided for Christmas I would take a little trip 4 hours away to Maine and pick it up and surprise him with it. So I did.
Was he surprised?
Extremely.
I'll bet he was.
Extremely surprised.
That must have been a thrill, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Now, do you know any details about the sled?
I mean, he could probably tell you more, but what I know is that it's all original. Nothing's been replaced. It's a 1978.
We're at the point of
The guy.
You build it yourself.
He does antique rides too at his up in Maine.
I get
Trust
all
Anderson, if that's how he knows his name. I think his name is John.
I don't know.
But
Yeah,
real
that's
nice
awesome,
guy.
everybody
He has a
did
bunch
it.
of them. It's a really cool place to check out.
That is cool. And where was that in Maine, you said?
Yeah, it was the town next to J Maine.
Near J Maine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good part was he didn't want to sell it to her at first.
Yeah, he didn't want to sell it to me.
Yes, tell that part of the story. That was really interesting.
He didn't want to sell it to me until I told him who Cam was and how him and his dad had gone up and bought that other sled, and he could tell how much he loved it and how much he wanted it. So he finally agreed to sell it to me as long as it was going back to Cam.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's Cam right there?
Yep. That's
Cool.
the one that they originally bought from him when he saw this one.
Nice. That's amazing that the seller was kind of loyal to that conversation with him, that initial conversation with him.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's-
Would not sell it unless it was going to him.
That's amazing. Are you able to call him over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're about to meet Cameron. Do you mind being on camera?
Oh, no.
Cool. Yeah, this is Cameron, and
Tell the story.
yeah, they were telling us the story about how this came to be, and
What was the guy's name?
Crazy Pride.
John, yeah, it was.
John Gibbs, nice.
Yeah.
And this is father and son right here, right? Nice.
I'm the better looking.
That's right.
But yeah, it was kind of nice how he was able, I mean, he weren't going to sell it to her.
That's amazing. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
holding it for him.
Right, he was holding it.
And then we found out that she was the one getting it for him.
Yep.
Right.
That changed the whole, oh, and it was a Christmas gift, no
Yeah.
less.
Christmas gift.
Wow. Was it hard getting that down the chimney?
It was hard keeping it a secret and hiding it. She
Sure.
was pretty nosy.
Yeah, you'd never know that's been in a chimney. It's all shiny, you know, no soot on there.
We went on a 60-mile ride with it. I went there a couple weeks ago.
60 miles. Wow.
Yeah.
And it ran great?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
Gas filter plugged up, but
Yeah.
besides that, no, it was good. Good ride.
Now, do you want to tell us about some of the details of it, the features of it? And
Oh well, it's, got it and just change the gas line, clean the carb, and that's all I really needed. I guess it's all original and everything.
Which is
So it didn't need
because
much.
They were direct drive. There's no chain case.
Oh, really?
I had
Wow.
a direct drive. The secondaries right off the drive axle.
Yeah, it was like John Deere's version of like I guess it's like a woman's snowmobile. It's kinda,
Sure.
yeah. It's tiny.
But my mother had a new one in '78. It was kind of neat. So we,
Wanted to relive that?
yeah.
Yeah. Now, being direct drive, does it feel any different when you drive it?
I think it's more snappy.
Sure.
Yeah.
More responsive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You punch it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Fun and hell to ride.
Yeah. Is that something we can start up, or is that? We'll come around this side here. We can do it without tripping. There we go. We'll get in closer on this side.
Well, it's kind of hard to see, but yeah.
Wow. That's wild. Ah, very cool, man.
Kind of polar where most of John Deere's like this year they had like Kirwalks in them and
Okay, yeah.
some Kawasaki. But, yeah.
Cool. Oh, and then before we wrap this up, if I remember correctly, Robert, you told me last year this is the site of your old family John Deere dealership.
Yeah, we had a big farm right here. Family for over 100 years.
Wow. And you were selling John Deere snowmobiles from this location?
Yeah, right. Farm just down the road there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called JV Equipment.
JV Equipment.
So, like a sub under any operators.
Yeah. That's amazing. That was your father that was doing that.
Yeah, my father and his brother.
So three generations at least of snowmobile people.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Cool. Oh, and then this is Robert Tetreault, by the way. I don't know if I introduced you earlier, so in case I missed it, yeah. And this is his property. Wonderful. Wow, this house over here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
72 actually.
So a little over 50 years.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to talk up the sawmill, do a shameless plug for your business, or no? Okay.
But no, we built log homes and saw.
Yeah.
Log in the winter. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, I built a log home down the road here for my son.
Nice. Very, very cool. Cool. Yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate you introducing me and making that all happen. That's cool.
Yeah, it is kind of neat how he's. I mean, somebody's word is actually still worth something.
Yeah, people still have honor and integrity today and would hold on to that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And it must have blew that guy's mind too when he found out it's the same people, the same
Right, I mean,
family.
he didn't know if he would come back. It could have been.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, his word is worth something.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Get some nice modern sleds over here too, huh?
Yeah. That's my brother and his wife's sled. That Sidewinder and that Thundercat.
Wow, that Thunder. What year is that Thundercat? Is that new?
Brand new.
Wow. That is a serious sled right there. That's going to be one of the fastest sleds on the
Oh,
snow.
yeah, that Sidewinder, I think, it's putting out 300 horse.
Oh, next to it. Wow. 300 horse.
Yeah, it's turboed with a tip and exhaust. And, wow. It's unbelievable power.
That's crazy. Is it manageable though when you drive it, or is it insane?
And they don't feel heavy. Everybody says, oh, they're heavy. They're so well balanced in the power they have.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So it's manageable horsepower.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Because you'd think 300 horsepower, the power to rate ratio would be like a wild Bronco to drive it.
Right.
But it's manageable.
Oh, no, that's really good.
That's amazing.
And they've always had cats. He's got some fire cats. Oh yeah, I mean, take a good ride and follow him through the woods.
Wow. That's cool. Well, yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And yeah, we'll catch up with you. I want to see if I can catch up with Ray. I saw him over there. Do you see where he is now? I wanted to catch. Oh, I see him over there. See if we can get him for some interviews. Yes, Lucas. Cool deal. Oh, while I've got you, is there anyone else you can think of I should be interviewing? Or
Did you talk to Robert Drescher?
no?
He's got the Polaris here. He's got Drescher's screen service.
Oh yeah. Do you see him? These Polaris is here?
Yeah.
Oh, Centurion too. Huh? Oh, TXL. Okay, yeah. A couple of TXs, TXL. Yeah.
Car has this Yamaha right here. Actually, that's Greg right there talking to my son. He's retired now. He's a customer.
Oh, no kidding. Can we grab him? Or
Yeah, sure.
Can you introduce me to him? This guy here with the Yamaha hat? All right, cool, yeah. You mind being on camera? We're live on Facebook right now. Nice to meet you. I'm Mike. Yeah, we're doing live video, and I just wanted to see if you could talk up that sled a little bit.
Sure, yeah. So that sled.
Can we come next to it? Or?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
That sled was stored in the barn for probably about 20, 22 years.
Yeah.
And it had been ridden some, in around the early 2000s, but it was stored in a barn and hadn't run at all for 21 years, 22 years.
Wow.
And got it out of there, and it had a cover on it, so there's a little bit of dust on the cover.
Yeah.
Changed some fuel lines, new battery in it. It actually has electric start.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Being that old.
Yeah.
But now it runs good.
Nice. So it didn't need a whole lot then?
Didn't need a lot, not at all, no.
Wow. And that cover probably protected the finish.
Yeah, it did, yep. It was purchased brand new. It's actually my brother's sled.
Yeah. And it's what, a 78?
79.
79, yeah. Enticer. Wow. That is very cool. 340. And it rides pretty good?
It rides great, yeah.
Nice.
I think it has, they had 32 horse back then, which doesn't sound like a lot.
But yeah, back then that was as much as you needed. Yeah. Very cool. Well, good. I appreciate that. Well, let me give you this for doing this with me. Hopefully I still got some left. Oh, am I out? Oh, this might be the last one. A free DVD and an Amsoil catalog.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was Greg, right?
Greg.
Great. Yeah, nice to meet you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Cool deal. And then, oh, it sure is. And he said the guy who owns the Polaris's is around here. Do you know? Would you know him to see him?
I don't know. I think it's maybe one of the directors.
Do you know them to see them or?
I think it's Robert directly.
Yeah.
He knows one of the players. I'm not sure.
All right. It's not these two guys over here. It's not either of them.
No,
Okay.
Robert would probably know for sure.
Okay.
I don't know that we're gonna get to go for a ride today.
Yeah, he was saying it's not looking good for that loop. No.
He needs a ride back to his trailer.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of too bad.
It is. It is a nice day. Yeah, that rain just really put the kibosh, I think, on a lot of it.
I think this week is bad for it too.
Yeah, it's supposed to warm up a little, huh?
40s and stuff.
Wow. This might have been our winter right here this last week or two.
I know, right?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, cool. All right.
If I spot him, oh, there he is. You know, ask him.
Yeah, yeah, if you don't mind. See if we can. Here we go. How you doing? You mind being on camera?
You got drones on the camera?
Yeah. Do I need it?
No. No, I'm all right. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I was wondering if you have a minute to go over and talk up your Polarises.
Sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And it was Robert?
Yeah.
Cool. Robert DeRusher. Okay, yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. And yeah, it turned into a good day for this.
Very nice day.
Is that chili you got going?
I got chili going on here. Yeah.
Is it
very
good?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna have to try some of that. I love chili.
Well, if you get some, they're not gonna run out right off, but they run out sometime.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's a 79 that used to belong to a friend of my dad's. I went through it all, but I left it like the way it was.
Yeah.
Tried to get it a little cleaner this morning, but I didn't. And then these here are mine. That one here's got a new paint job on it, but still they're pretty much riders. That one here's got a brand new motor, and I just finished. As a matter of fact, it's the first time on snow with a new motor, and then that one here we took to Pittsburgh last year.
Nice.
Rode it.
Ray Lacaste's ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
78.
Both 78s, yeah?
Yeah.
And it was 79 when they switched to blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
That was
neat to
part of
see.
the whole Midnight Blue Express.
Yes.
When Polaris was winning with the RXLs, I started going to blue. 76 was white. 77 was a lot more white, and then 78 we started putting blue on them.
Didn't 76 have kind of like a couple of V in like red and blue or something on the hood?
Yeah. And just red,
Yeah.
blue, and then the white in between.
Yes.
And white cab with red and white stripes on it.
Nice. It's cool too to see a 78 and a 79 next to each other. You can see the difference between 1 year.
Yeah. I've got an 81 at the house as well.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to a light blue. The cab is still a little bit darker, that same color blue, but then the trim on the seats and stuff is a powder blue.
Yeah.
And then I've got I'm working on an 80 TXL Indy the very first year they came out with one.
Yeah.
I ended up getting one in Wisconsin, trucked it over here. I got the motor out of it, but I haven't got any further than that yet.
Yeah.
But
Now, what year was the first year of the Indy?
80.
80. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to bring that, and then I've got the 40th anniversary sled.
Yeah.
From 2020.
And that had like the paint scheme, the
Pretty
retro
much,
paint
yeah.
scheme.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Light blue, you know.
Harkening back that.
Yeah. Yeah, that one here, that hasn't seen snow for about 10 years. Way about 10 years ago, and then I went through got all new bears and stuff. But that has been out on a real ride for 2 years.
20 years. Wow.
First time
That is
Started
cool.
up perfect this morning.
Really? That's cool. Should we walk around them?
Sure.
Yeah, did you feel like starting up? Or we'll let you feel it. Now from this side. Oh, yes, yeah. It's cool to see it from this side, too, for a 78 and a 79. The differences.
Yeah.
They pretty much redid the whole thing, didn't they?
Yeah. Different paint.
Yeah.
We got the rider ahead a little bit. Good time for that.
There we go.
Try to actually own that sled with Russell Sykes. Yeah, he just passed away this last year. 86, I think.
Oh, wow. That is cool.
That's the first, I had it running last fall and cleaned the carbon and stuff on it, but it's the first time it's run this year.
Sure. Now, what were the differences in the engines from 78 to 79? Was it the same engine? Or?
Hardly anything. In 77, when they first came out with the liquid, they made more horsepower, but then part of the cross-country racing, they had too much horsepower, so they ended up detuning them in 78. And then they detuned them again in 79.
Yeah.
So they started out, I think it was like 56 horse, I believe, maybe even 60 horse, and they detuned them all the way down to 54 horse.
Wow.
Just for the cross-country racing, I guess.
Sure.
Yep. So we got a couple of them. I don't have enough time to tinker on them all the time, but
Yeah. And you live right in the area?
yeah, I live in Derby.
Derby, yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Cool deal.
Mormon church.
Oh, yes, yeah. Nice. Now, is this pretty much the same as this one, or is there anything different between the two of them?
Oh, these are
Identical, yeah. Both 340s?
both 340.
Yeah.
When the TXL in those years, for 340 was the only liquid.
Yeah.
In 19, how was it? 79 or 80, they came out with a 500 Centurion.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. It's funny. At that time, I think I was 15 years old, and my father's friend was a local Polaris dealer, and he came by the house on that Centurion. And I'm 15. So, come on, let me ride it. Let me ride it. No, you're not riding that. It's probably a good thing too. I'm sure I would have gotten in way over my head and destroyed it.
Yeah, my dad had one. It was brand new. He ended up, I think, what the hell did he do? He ended up hitting a tree with it.
Wow,
And he
those
hit
were
it-
quite fast. I've heard.
Yeah, he hit it behind the house until they had all the parts for it to get it fixed up.
Wow. Oh, and there's a VMAX over there. Wow. Cool deal. Now, is this like over here? Is that one of those Chryslers?
What's that?
That little one, the skinny thing. Is that one of those Chrysler things?
I think it is.
Wow. Never seen one of those in person.
No. Well, thank you much.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Oh, let me give you some. Let me see if I got any of these left. I got a free DVD. Yeah, I think a free DVD and an Amsoil catalog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate you doing that with me.
All right.
Nice to meet you. Cool deal. All right, let's walk around here and see what else we got. There's a lot of new things that have come in since I walked by here earlier. Yeah, it's a Chrysler SnowRunner over there. We got a VMAX. And this is that one I wasn't sure if it was an Everest or a Blizzard. I think it's an Everest.
That guy's the owner right there.
Which guy? Right here. Do you feel like talking it up on camera?
I don't know nothing about that thing.
No? Okay. Cool. I think it's what, an 80 Everest, give or take?
78, I think.
78, okay. Because our neighbors had an Everest back in the day. I think it was just like that. Yeah.
The Everest 500.
Yeah, I remember those. Wow. And it was Dave Schaefer? Shaler.
I know more about than I do.
No, I don't know much about them. I just liked them when they came out. Very cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so I think there's a story behind this sled. This is a 76 RV owned by Randy Fuller, and it says in honor Joel M. Fuller, February 1954 to June 2022. This is in honor of him. I don't know if I get close enough to do justice, but that's cool that this letter is in honor of somebody. On this side here. That's the angle to shoot it from too, right there. Good on Elan. I think I remember seeing this one last year. This might be a trail twister. Yeah, it's a trail twister. Cool deal. So I know they had some other people they wanted me to interview, but we've been on here for over an hour. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick shout out to some of the sponsors that have contributed to this event, both time, money, and inventory. Let's do a shout out. We'll catch you on the other side and see if there's anyone else we need to interview.
It's time for a quick shout out. The Country Riders Snowmobile Club and the Tetreault family would like to thank the following sponsors. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealership in Newport, Vermont. The Pick and Shovel, hardware, footwear, clothing, pets, ice cream, and so much more on Coventry Street in Newport, Vermont. The Junction Restaurant, fine family dining on Route 101 in Troy, Vermont. Waltz Sales and Service, your dealer for Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Derby, Vermont. South Bay Auto and Industrial Supply, your hometown Napa Auto Parts dealer in Newport, Vermont. And McDonald's Restaurant on the Derby Road in Derby, Vermont. Also, this podcast is made possible by Mike at the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast. I do a live podcast every Thursday at 9 p.m. Search for the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast on Facebook and YouTube for previous episodes of the podcast. Click the link in the description to have your favorite Vintage Snowmobile logo printed on a t-shirt, hoodie, mug, sticker, or magnet. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Now back to the Vintage Snowmobile Show in Newport Center, Vermont.
He's got a lot of stories. Yeah.
Cool.
He's kind of funny fella.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So that commercial is over and we're live. Do you feel like talking up the event as one of the organizers?
Sure,
All right.
sure.
So this is Brenda Tetreault.
Hi.
And yeah,
We're
go ahead.
supporting Country Riders, and this is my my husband's family land, and we're cooking hot dogs and chili and trying to get outside.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And trying to organize this event as much as possible. I mean, it's kind of a little disorganized, but yeah.
Yeah, it's nice turnout and everything's
Yeah, beautiful sunshine. Trying to get people out here.
yeah,
Yeah.
good day for it.
Trying to get the locals, and we've seen some people from different areas. You know, people from Kirby. I've seen some people from out of state that are staying in an Airbnb here. And yeah, but
Nice. People coming from miles around, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah. And it's just nice to see, you know, everybody's enjoying, bringing back memories riding on these sleds. You know,
It does.
You know, it reminds these people, you know, when they were younger and hanging out with their families and riding around and, you know, having a little picnic on the side of the road. And,
Yeah, those were wonderful times.
Yeah.
You grew up with that as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are wonderful times, weren't they?
were. Yeah.
That's why I do this. It's the memories of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents would get a cooler and you put our sandwiches and stuff. We didn't stop at McDonald's. We didn't stop, you know, on the side of the road. You snacked on your food.
Nice.
Off you went on another trip. Yeah.
Yeah, those were the days.
They were. They were.
Yeah. And I have to say too, Brenda's the one that invited me here. I thank you so much for
Yeah.
that.
And I thank you for helping us advertise and, you know, make this event a little bigger than we're hoping to get it bigger every year. You know, I'd love to see vendors here. And
That'd be cool.
yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah.
You know, that way, you know, they could sell their wares or, you know.
Totally. Yeah.
Tell
Benefits
their
that many more
stories.
people.
Yeah.
For sure. And yeah, by all means, as far as future events, please keep me in the loop.
Yes,
I'm happy
we
to do
will.
what I can
We will.
to help promote it.
You've been a lot of help. I mean, you have told us about, you know, Pittsburgh, Lancaster,
you know, was it Bear Knock? I think
Yes,
it
yeah.
was? Yeah. I put them all on the calendar just so we could make it, you know, not take away from other events. You know, there's Fire and Ice. And, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you know if they're having that this year?
I haven't heard anything. I know next weekend we're having a poker run.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's going to run anyway, even with no snow, if we have no snow, because it's supposed to warm up the next couple days. So, yeah. Like right now, the trails are full of water. You know, we're hoping, I don't know if they're going to have a little vintage ride or not, but we got lots of donations from local businesses, more than I expected. You know,
Wonderful.
It was really nice.
Yeah, in fact, they brought me the list of that earlier, and I read that off, all the things that have been donated.
Right.
And you're having a raffle at some point, or?
We were going to do a 50-50, and I thought I had tickets, and I had given them to somebody from because I haven't done this in 4 years. This is my first year coming back doing the hot dog event, and I thought I had them, but I gave them to somebody else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can't find them.
Yeah.
But, you know, we got a bunch of donations for the sleds, and that's, you know, it's not going to be, you know, it's nice to advertise the businesses that take care of us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they put out a lot for this.
They do. They do. You know, they got, you know, everybody's short staffed, and the owners are, you know, behind the counters, and, you know, restaurant workers, and you know, the snowmobilers go into the restaurants, and you know, they bring a lot of business for them. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing too, to the viewers. If you're viewing this, you like snowmobiles, and please support these businesses that are supporting the snowmobile activities here.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because we got to keep it. We're all a big family.
I'm glad.
At the end of the day, we're all a big family, the snowmobilers.
Right. You are. You are.
Yeah.
And it's nice. I love the podcast you guys put on. There's people from all over the place listening to it, and they're giving out advice. There's such kindness, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big community.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Cool deal.
We enjoy watching it.
Good. Well, thank you so much. Cool. Well, nice to see you, Brenda. I appreciate it.
Nice for coming. Thank you for coming.
Oh, yes, my pleasure. And yeah, I think I'm going to wind it down here in a minute. And then if you would, save me a bowl of that chili.
I will.
I love chili.
Oh, good.
Cool. Thank you, Brenda. Cool deal. So yeah, Brenda's one of the organizers, and yeah, she's the one who invited me here. All right, so we're going to go over here. I'm going to make one more quick pass through the sleds. Oh, I know who I wanted to catch for an interview. Where the heck is he? Because he's got a new sled I want to hear about. Oh, yes, right here in the red hat. Let's see. Of course, he's talking to somebody. Yeah, he's talking to some people, so I don't want to interrupt him. But
oh boy, how's it going?
hey, good. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
Good. When you have a minute, I'd like to catch an interview with you. I want to hear all about this new snow twister.
I wish I knew more history about it, and I do, but I don't. But
sure.
I could
make something up.
Yeah, make something up. Exactly.
I'm not gonna take any credit for that thing.
How back in the day when you were over racing it?
Yeah, back in my day, all my trophies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. I bought it from the guy basically as is. And when you buy something like that, you pay up. That's all I'm gonna say.
For sure.
That's a secret between him and I.
Yes. Let's get in a little closer. Do you have a minute to talk it out? Or? Yeah, so this is Ray Parento, by the way. He's a familiar face on my podcast.
Well, I am a rough guy, but I couldn't resist. So I acquired this 76 250 snow twister. It's an all original sled. It's debatable what is original and what isn't. I can tell you that I cleaned it and I detailed it. It doesn't look like the motor's ever been out of it. It's track, suspension. I think it's a different seat, and it could possibly be a different hood. It does have a few blemishes on it, so it's questionable. But it's pretty much whatever's on it is either new old stock or original.
Sure.
You open the hood on the thing. They're kind of a pain to open the hood. Anybody that's a twister guy, because it's going to fall as soon as you open it.
Whoa.
But everything works on the thing, and they're snappy little sleds. And I just couldn't resist it, so I now own it.
Nice.
And it is. They are attention getters. Back in the day, if you didn't race with a twister back in '76, you weren't going to win.
Yeah, they cleaned up. They dominated back then.
They certainly did. This baby is sweet, And in fact, at some point today, I haven't even tried it yet. I made a little loop at my house with the thing, and so if we can find some snow that's not buried in water somewhere, I'm gonna make a little circle with the thing.
Yeah, see what she's about.
I think there's a little issue with the car low end. It's a little doggy.
Yeah.
And who knows, could be jetting. I'm not even sure. I acquired it from a gentleman in Maine. So, and he acquired it. Gary Koska brought it from out west.
Sure.
And he really didn't elaborate any more than that about the history of it. So, sadly, most guys that own these things, they have a better story to tell, but I really don't.
Sure.
I really don't.
Yeah, because your personal history with it is pretty short.
Yeah. I haven't owned it. I acquired it this summer.
Yeah.
And I'd like to tell you that probably you won't see me with too many new toys in the near future between this and the Rebel. It's like, okay, I've just about
Yeah, that rang the register
stuff.
pretty good. And you're getting at a point where you're running out of space too, probably.
Absolutely. Yeah. I might be fabricating a little bit. I've been in contact with Phil Stull, and two of the original sleds that you've seen, he wants back. The prototype sled, the 73 prototype sled.
Yeah.
Phil wants that back, and the wide front end 72 that he built. He'd like that back. And we're trying to come together on a deal where I could acquire enough pieces to build a special sled that I want to. But there is some pretty good value in what he wants back. So you know how these deals.
Yeah.
So,
take a little fancy negotiating.
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, that would be my. If there was a project, I don't even have anything at home that I'm really tinkering on too much. To be honest with you.
Sure.
I considered bringing the 75 340 that I restored, but
Yeah.
I'm not real happy with the way that one runs. So I haven't done much with that one. My trailer only holds 3 of these sleds, so typically I thought we were going to go for a ride today, so I brought my custom magnet that I built, and that's the trail rider. So, but I know that we have snow and it's white, but everybody's saying there's so much water crossing the trails that I don't know if we're going to get to ride them or not. So,
yeah, it may not be worth it.
Yeah, I wish I had something better to tell you. The only thing that I did to this thing is I just touched up. I took the steering arms off and I sandblasted and painted those. But other than that, I really haven't done a thing to it. And I like showing it off because it's a pretty sled, and I do know the history of the Mercs, but I wish I'm more of a rough, knowledgeable guy, so
Sure,
I don't really know that much about these things. So.
Yeah, but I'm going to switch sides with you just for a better angle at it. See if I get, there we go. Oh, that's the mic shot right there. Very cool. And then for those, I know people have seen these reps on the podcast, but for some people who maybe are just seeing them for the first time now, you want to do the quick story on each of them? Or?
Sure. Okay, so this thing here is kind of a custom build. I acquired a bunch of parts, and I built basically a Magnum trail sled, if you will. Completely everything on this thing, the bolts, everything I'd had in pieces at one time. And I built it as a vintage rider, and it goes pretty good. It really runs great. And so I'm fairly proud of that.
Yeah.
And over here,
Going down through there, the skidder slid off the road.
Anybody that knows anything about props, they've probably seen this thing in the past. I
I acquired this from a gentleman out west, and his name's Rick Weaver. He built the thing, and that's an eye catcher. What he's got is 3D glass, and he custom built this thing. It's he built it out of new old stock parts. It's got a 75 pre-air skid and tunnel, custom seat. That's a 340 RS engine with, I believe those are 75 heads on it. And those skis are actually 75 FA skis. And it's an attention getter no matter where we go with it.
Oh, for sure.
People like the looks of it. It sounds good. And it actually goes great to drive the thing.
Really nice.
I've driven it around a little bit. I won't take it out. You know, I prefer
Joyriding.
Yeah, but I was over last weekend. I drove it at over at Crane's Museum there, and it was hard packed, as you know, because it was so damn cold over there. And it's like, I'm like, man, it's so light. It's very light. I wouldn't even estimate what that thing weighs, but it's light.
Wow.
It's as light as that Twister is.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but those are the 3 that I brought here today. And,
Cool deal.
Yeah, it's great fun.
It is. Yeah.
Sure.
Cool deal.
It is nicer to stand out here chat with you when it's a day like this
Versus last weekend. That was something else. That was cold. And wind, it wasn't crazy windy, but enough that you really could feel the wind chill. It really was uncomfortable.
As you know by the crowd there, a lot of people were like, should we go or should we go?
Yeah.
I went. I mean, man puts on a show like that. He personally calls you and asks you, hey, you going to bring some sleds out? So, you know, it's like, hey, we had a nice place to stay inside. So,
Yeah. And you came home with a few trophies too.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So
yeah.
definitely worth your while.
Sure. The actually that particular show, the Twister and the Rebel both got first place, and just trying to think how that was. I brought 3 sleds. Oh, I brought the 76 Magnum.
Yeah.
And they all 3 got first place in their category, and that was that was People's Choice, that one there.
Nice. Now, as a collector, is that something you consider when you're bringing sleds? You want to try to spread it out between categories to see if you can.
Well, okay, so technically I went to that show last weekend. I bought 3 race sleds. The 76 Magnum was a race sled. And this thing built as a concept race sled. So was the Snow Twister. Anybody that knows, these are race sleds. So technically I didn't really, they were different. I almost think they put the Magnum in like trail muscle, if you will.
Sure.
I don't even recall. I brought them there and I filled out the paper, and I don't even recall the category.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you go into a show, all these local shows, everybody's got their little thing, how they wanna do it, and which is fine. Unrestored, restored makes a difference too. Sometimes somebody's got something they haven't really done anything to it. It's just been kind of handed down, and so it makes a difference. That's my problem, because I can't leave well enough alone. I just like everything to shine.
Yeah. And shine they do.
Well, the tunnel on that's the way the tunnel would have looked. As you notice, it's dull.
Sure.
On my roughs, these have been polished. Don't touch it, don't touch it. And I'm like, yeah, but it does look better when it's shining.
It sure does.
But those are points off if you want to take it somewhere.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that is a looker. They all are really, but this Rebel especially. Yeah, that's a.
It's funny because that Rick Weaver, the gentleman I bought it from, he was in his area and he showed it a lot. He said everywhere I went with it, he said I got a room full of trophies with it.
Wow.
And I told him that everywhere I've gone with it, people appreciate something that looks pretty cool. And I said I've done pretty well. And it was his birthday last week, so I sent him a picture of that sled with the trophy that I won with it, he messaged me back and said, I really appreciate that. You know, he was tickled because he's like, I just can't believe how good that thing still looks.
That's cool.
And I changed some things on that when I acquired it from him.
Yeah.
He was okay with it. I think you were at my house there.
Yes. That panel under the steering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way the hood is mounted.
Sure.
And I've got a couple other ideas. Yeah, that thing screams, but the throttles don't open all the way as is. And he told me that. So I'm going to change that, change the cables, and I'll change that. I don't know. I just like things to run the way they should run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And better throttle response is always better, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's funny. You get them, I tinker them up like that, and then, you know, I just like them to drive back to the trailer and unload, back to the trailer and unload.
Yeah.
So, oh well.
Well, cool.
Who knows how long you stay in this hobby?
Yeah.
You try to keep everything the way you want it, and then maybe on the next owner, at some point, somebody else will have these things, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, yeah. Well, I appreciate you spending some time, Ray.
Hey,
Good to
no
see you as
problem.
always. We see Ray at all the shows.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. Thank you.
All right, man. Good seeing you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Cool. So we are going to wind it down. But in case you're just joining us, we're at the Newport Center Vintage Snowmobile Show put on by the Country Riders Snowmobile Club and the Tetreault family. This is on the Tetreault family property. And we've been going live here for over an hour and a half, if you can believe that. There's a bowl of chili over there with my name on it. So I'm going to go take advantage of that bowl of chili here in just a minute. But before we do, I'm going to do some shout outs. There's a lot of businesses that have contributed to this in the way of time, money, and their inventory to make this a good show, and a good show it is. So let's give them a shout out. And I thank you so much for viewing. Just one last pan across the sleds here. And have yourself a great day.
It's time for a quick shout out. The Country Riders Snowmobile Club and the Tetreault family would like to thank the following sponsors. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealership in Newport, Vermont. The Pick and Shovel, hardware, footwear, clothing, pets, ice cream, and so much more on Coventry Street in Newport, Vermont. The Junction Restaurant, fine family dining on Route 101 in Troy, Vermont. Waltz Sales and Service, your dealer for Ski-Doo, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Derby, Vermont. South Bay Auto and Industrial Supply, your hometown Napa Auto Parts dealer in Newport, Vermont. And McDonald's Restaurant on the Derby Road in Derby, Vermont. Also, this podcast is made possible by Mike as a Vintage Snowmobile podcast. I do a live podcast every Thursday at 9 p.m. Search for the Vintage Snowmobile podcast on Facebook and YouTube for previous episodes of the podcast. Click the link in the description to have your favorite Vintage Snowmobile logo printed on a t-shirt, hoodie, mug, sticker, or magnet. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Now back to the Vintage Snowmobile Show in Newport Center, Vermont.